What is going on, everyone? Misa with Misas Mobile Detailing once again. It's been a while. Today we are doing a RV polish, RV oxidation removal. We did a little test pod right here. I'm gonna show you the video before I get started so you can see the before and the after. We're really excited about this job. It's not too big. Right now I'm doing it by myself. My brother's gonna give me a hand tomorrow if I don't finish today. But yeah, let's get started. So with RVs, you gotta use a little bit more, just like that, more than cars for sure. The gel coat tends to absorb more of the polish. If you don't use enough, it's not gonna cut, it's not gonna do anything. So you just gotta go a little bit heavier on it. This RV had been neglected for at least a year, I would say. It was not too far gone. So we were able to bring it back to brand new light conditions, and it was smooth. It just took a long time, but it was smooth and easy to polish. If you want to know what I'm using this for the first pass with this combo. It's a force rotation flex with Rupes, yellow pad, and then for my second pass, I'm using a wake up. As you can see, it's one step polish and protect. It's like basically applying ceramic coating but with a polish. And then I am using a Hercules from Harbor Freight, full rotation still, 6 inches. And you can use a blue pad or orange pad from Lake Country. That's what I'm using, and it's coming out amazing. Look at that. Another thing I wanted to show you guys, so over time, starts getting like that, right? I used to put a little bit of water, but that's another detail in doing this. And it's like back to pretty much brand new again. So I can continue doing it. I'll do that every now and then, just to make sure that I don't get built up on the compound on the pad and stops cutting. So we've been polishing RVs for years now. We started polishing vehicles. And when we got into detailing boats and detailing RVs like this one, it's a different game. It's just not the same when it comes to polishing. You need to be more aggressive. You need to use different compounds. When it's not too bad, some compounds that are for cars will work on this. But I like to keep RV and boat products for RVs and boats, and car products just for cars, just because it makes my life easier when it comes down to cutting power and bringing that restoration back to RVs, because cars are not as hard to cut through the paint and through the oxidation and scratches as RVs are. Alright, so this is what we got so far. Looks freaking beautiful, man. Like, dang, so freaking nice. I'm polishing that right there. So I need to wipe off the first step and then do the second one. But oh my goodness, God is on my side today, because this is beautiful. Look at that beautiful reflection. You can see me. This is beautiful, man. This is ridiculous, the amount of correction that we're getting. Well, that I am getting, because I'm working by myself today. But I mean, just to give you an idea, look at this. And how can you tell this is oxidized? It starts flaking a little bit. You see that white stuff? All that is oxidation. Let me clean my hand again. So this my tips were clean. And you see that powdery stuff? That's not dirt, that's not dirty. It's just the oxidation. Really nice reflection over here. I probably have about halfway done here. So let me back it up. So I have all this. And then I also need to do this part right here. But it's coming out pretty nice. All right, over here, I hope that you can actually see it. It's very oxidized. It is nasty. So I just want to show you what it looks before. All right, we apply a little bit of compound, smear it. All right, now it is time to remove. Let's see how much we cut. I think we did pretty darn good. I don't know if you can see it right there. We got some good reflection there. It's actually brown now. It's not white-ish brown. It's dark brown. Looks pretty good. But I want you to see how all this looks. Same thing, just super oxidized. And I'll show you the after. This is irrelevant to the video, but I just got a good chunk of meat cut off of my thing, on my skin with this little freaking thing. That hurt. We usually use a rotary polisher with a heavy cut compound. However, this time we use a yellow pad with a medium cut compound, and it left better finish, and it was easier for us to do the second pass and get better results. All right, I just wanted you to see the difference. You see that? That's crazy. And I still need to do the second pass on this side, but just look at the difference, man. Just look at the difference. Let me just walk on this side so you can guys see. There's like a little corner right here. You see that reflection? Don't forget about this. This was easy. This right here was very oxidized like this. Let me show you this side. I mean, there's no reflection on this side. You see that all like powdery and whitish. It's coming up pretty good. Real good. All right, so the whole front is done. We got some reflection here, pretty good. Underneath here, and the whole thing looks brown now. So that's great. We also did this step right here. It wasn't terrible. This is the before on the left. That's the after on the right. It wasn't terrible, but it needed to be done just to match the rest of the RV. To get in between here is complicated, so I had to remove the pad and pass the machine in between. But it's polishing pretty good. So you can see right there, still polishing really good. It's a tight squeeze, but it's turning out pretty good. This up there, we're having touch, so big difference. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I'm making it work. So this section right here is done. Just lift this up like that, boom, and then squeeze it through here now. And then now we install our pad. Looking a little rough. I'm about to change it. All right, we put our compound there. We do a little dab. Dab, dab, dab. As you can see, it's a tight squeeze. And then we just get to work. If you are a detailer and do not have a paint spray gun to apply your tire dressing, you need to go get you one. This leaves a better finish, it's easier to apply, so it saves time, and I believe it's $15 at Harbor Freight. Go get you one.